Hi, I'm Devin Albano. I'm an occupational therapist and clinic director at Ivy Rehab for Kids in Westchester, PA. I've been with Ivy for about 2 years now. Some common signs that your child may be struggling with emotional regulation include a big meltdown that is disproportionate with the trigger or the cause. We're going to see that meltdown last longer than expected for their age. So realistically, we want to see them calm within 15 to 20 minutes. Likewise, we want to really see them calm within the context of a social interaction. So mom or dad, you should be able to help your kiddo calm down. Parents will come in and say, I don't know what to do to get them to calm down. That's a big indicator for me that we're having some struggles. For our older kids, we're going to see them problem solving with aggression or with unproductive words. Common signs that your kiddo may be struggling with executive function include inability to start or continue the morning routine. We're also going to see your kiddo struggle with free time or boredom such that they can't come up with a plan or they can't get started in a play activity without you telling them exactly what to do. We're going to see limited ideas and repetitive play. So I'm going to do the same thing over and over and over again without changing the plan. No adjusting the plan if it didn't work. There's only one plan in our play. We're also going to see limited problem solving because of the inability to predict or adjust based on the performance. Therapists are going to grade experiences in the clinic for Just Right Challenge so that these kiddos are able to experience just enough of the discomfort to be able to work through it. We're going to point out the body signs and symptoms that we see to call that to the child's attention. In a session, you might hear me say, that was a really challenging activity. I see your hands are in a fist. You seem a little frustrated. So now that child can start to identify what frustration or anger feels like in real time. I'm also going to use silly affect to stretch their ability to self-regulate. I might say, oh, I see the bus you want all the way on the top shelf. I can't seem to reach it. So while I'm acknowledging and validating their choice, it's going to take a little bit longer to get there. For my younger kiddos, a great starting point is to be a part of their play. For example, if your child plays by crinkling paper, we're going to crinkle a lot of paper. And you're going to act like this is the most fascinating activity you've ever done in your entire life. We're going to crinkle fast. We're going to crinkle slow, crinkle up close and far away. We're going to show our kiddos that there are multiple ways to crinkle paper. And when that kiddo is really excited and engaged, we're going to tack on a small second step to start building a plan. For my older kiddos, we're going to let them make the plan. What are you going to do today? Provide choices if they need it. So should we ride our bikes or should we jump on the trampoline? What comes next? What comes after that? Go with it and follow their lead, even if it doesn't totally work out or make sense. If it doesn't, you have a natural opportunity to work on problem solving. In my sessions, I've heard things like, I'm enjoying my child again. I hear kiddos telling me that they advocated for a sensory break at school before they had a meltdown. I also hear that my kiddos are starting to show interest in playing with peers. Regulation is really the foundation that makes all of these things possible. My sessions are very child-led, and so my kids are easily motivated. I have a kiddo right now working on executive function and emotional regulation. He comes in and we develop the challenge together, and it looks different every day. Most recently, we came up with a plan to throw a ball to a target and then jump off of a bolster to the beat of a metronome. It took him maybe 8 to 10 tries before he was successful, but when he got it, I can't even describe the beam of pride and happiness that he had. This motivated him. I didn't need to give him, a sticker, a prize, an external motivator because it was his goal. It was his activity. It was his plan. We still had moments of frustration, don't get me wrong, but we're still working towards his goals. But he was motivated because it was his idea. It was his plan. I'm also good for a big, you did it.